Chelsea vs Arsenal will be a great test for how well Chelsea have been this season under Pochettino. Chelsea are coming off a 3-game win streak and Arsenal are flying high after their major win over Manchester City. Today's video, we will look at the best ways for Pochettino to set up and how to take points off Arsenal. In order to do that though, we first must look at how Arsenal have been playing so far this season, especially their last match against Manchester City, since there are a few key points that could be beneficial for Chelsea. We saw them play a 4-3-3, which is more likely than not what we will see the next match they play against Chelsea. Now, granted, the players that they had, they were missing Saka and Martinelli, who will most likely be back in the starting lineup. On top of that, we may see Havertz over Jorginho, but for now, in this breakaway and takeaway, we will talk about Jorginho in the midfield. Now, Arsenal love to do man pressing, especially when the ball starts in the back here. So we'll see all their players man marking our defenders, which can sometimes be very difficult to create chances. But because we are playing a 3-3, we are allowing ourselves to actually have multiple chances. But on top of that, we are able to play the ball over the top to Jackson or Sterling. Now, granted, Jackson is going to be the guy we're looking for. He's better at the aerial duels and has a possibility of beating Saliba and Gabriel in the air, bringing the ball down, playing it to Sterling, who then can play a ball back to Jackson, who's going to be making a run. This is the counter-attacking system we're going to have to see throughout this entire match. On top of that, we're going to have to see Gusto playing out on the wings quite well. Same with Cole, who's going to go up and down the sides here. So again, granted, if the ball gets played over the top, they can make those overlapping runs, play the ball off to the side. These players can run into the box or into open space, and we can play the ball into the box and hopefully find the back of the net. Now, granted, this will be a lot of counter-attacking, so Chelsea will have to sit back, but this is one of the ways to unlock Arsenal, which is what Man City have done time and time again, minus the last match that we saw between Arsenal and Man City. Now, we could see different formations, but a 5-4-1, or in this image is a 3-3-2-2. Yes, that does mean a 3 at the back is more likely than not what we will see with Pochettino, and there's a few reasons why we'll probably see this with the tactics. First off, this allows us to utilize Thiago Silva as a center back, and therefore, again, we shouldn't have him getting pulled out of position with the quickness of Arsenal. On top of that, it gives us extra players to help defend against Martinelli and Saka. Now, these aren't the numbers, obviously, but still, when they attack down the flanks here, we definitely are going to need extra players to take them on. So again, on both sides, we have Kowa, Cucurella, and Gusto and Disasi. Now, granted, this could be Reece James, but I'm going to go with Gusto for this match because Reece James is coming back from an injury. I don't expect him to start this match. He may come off the bench, but Gusto seems to be the right fit. Now, the thing on this is that we need to look at how we are going to defend throughout this entire match because, yes, we can hit them on the wings, but Fernandes and Gallagher are going to have to drop back as well with Declan Rice, Odegaard, and possibly Jorginho or Kai Havertz, depending on who's playing in that midfield. But this will allow us to actually almost play a low block, which I do understand is not what you want to see for Chelsea. When you're playing a team such as Arsenal with the high caliber that they have, you almost have to play more defensively and hit them on the counterattack. This is what City did last year to help pull the CBs up and hit out on the wings. Though this is a past match that we saw Arsenal mark this area, this was to be expected with Haaland, but might be a key point for Chelsea. We have multiple players that can ping the ball over the top and find Jackson. Plus, with the wingbacks, we will have more channels to play the ball around, especially if they are man marking. And as stated earlier, Arsenal love the high press and man marking. This leaves their back four more exposed if teams can play from the back. And with a 5-4-1, we can see Chelsea defend with 5 and attack with 5 when needed. This match will be a game of who can score first. If Chelsea can break through, it will cause Arsenal to press more, which could leave their defense even more susceptible to counters. Overall, this match will include a lot of changes to both sides and should turn into a great match for both teams. So let me know, what do you think? Do Chelsea have the opportunity to beat Arsenal this weekend with 5 in the back? Comment down below. And if you did enjoy this content, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you have not, and share with anyone that you think will find this enjoyable. That is it, and I will see you in our next video.